Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. I don't know what's going on with Facebook. Okay, here we are. I spoke too soon, I guess. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, marvelously Marisa. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning. Good morning. Blue Witch presents Coffee Break with Laura González. That's me. I'm the Blue Witch. I welcome you to the coffee break. I have a lot of stuff here that is distracting me because shiny thing. Anyway, today we're doing tarot because it's a Monday and we're going to be working with the Unbridled Spirit Tarot. We're going to be working with, let's see which deck is this one. Darkwoods Tarot. We also going to be using the Instagram, Facebook, behave. We're going to use the Shadowland Tarot. Hello, Jesse E. Rios. The Shadowland Tarot. And then we have so many decks today. Let's see which one is this one. The Tarot of the Witch's Garden. And last but not least, we're going to use the B Tarot. So, ¿cómo fue? ¿Cómo fue? Fue B Tarot, Tarot of the Witch's Garden, the Shadowland Tarot, the Darkwood Tarot, and the Unbridled Spirit Tarot. Lots of tarot for us today. And I hope you all are doing good. Hello, Jessica Oliver. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you all for joining and for being here. Let's take a breath. Deep breath. Asking the divine to help us connect with our deeper selves. Also connecting with all the green siblings out there in the planet, whether it's trees or algae or moss or plants or grass or everybody. Thank you for giving us oxygen. And as we breathe out, we send this wonderful carbon dioxide for you to eat and feed. Do I pronounce algae correctly? I always say algae, and I never know if that is correct. Elohamptons by Jasenia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Jessica says, how exciting. Yes, it is coffee break, and it is exciting. So let us see what the B Tarot has for us today. We have the Devil. Ooh. The card of the Devil on the B Tarot. Al encuentro or al encuentro. Or all encuentro. I don't know. Welcome, everybody. My glasses were so incredibly dirty. They still are dirty. So we have the card of the Devil. Okay, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Here, oh, 15. Devil's trying to hide. Here it is. This is the Devil. And it came right side up for us. Or upright. The Devil from the B Tarot. You are caught in a situation of your own making, and the restrictions that are tangible at this moment are forged by your own hands. Alas, you are unable to see your own influence on the situation, but you must, as a matter of haste, bright lights cast the darkest shadows, and yours is long and so dark that you cannot see the light behind it. Yikes. Okay, Christopher Hughes, he went really dark with this devil. You are caught in a situation of your own making, and the restrictions that are tangible at this moment are forged by your own hands. Alas, you are unable to see your own influence on the situation, but you must as a matter of haste. Hello, Jacqueline. Bright lights cast the darkest shadows, and yours is long and so dark that you cannot see the light behind you. Okay, so I guess we have to pay attention and see the light and pay attention to our shadow and try to bring a solution to the situation. Look, I don't 100% agree on that interpretation of the devil. However, I want to be respectful of the author. And if that's the message that we got, that's the message that we got. The other three I'm interpreting on my own. So we are not asking anybody else to interpret for us but moi, Laura González. And I'm happy because I just did a corn reading earlier. And the person that I did the corn reading for, they were very happy. I am training and learning and getting my feet wet on this corn reading business because our people, the Mexica people, the Nahua people, used to use corn as a means to interpretation. So I'm learning, I'm practicing. It's not available for clients to book yet. And unfortunately, that's only in person sessions. But I need to trust my own interpretations. Hello, Z Boutique. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see what card from the Dark Wood, from the Witch's Garden. This one comes from the Witch's Garden. Look at that. We have the King of Pentacles. Yes, please and thank you. Yes, please and thank you to the King of Pentacles. And yeah, it is cool, Jacqueline. And this is one that you should come and visit. You're in Illinois, aren't you? You don't have to tell me where you are exactly, but I think you're in Illinois. Anyway, King of Pentacles is all about abundance and wealth and prosperity and good health. So I think this card is calling for us to share and to be abundant and to be prosperous and to know the thing with the King of Pentacles is that he's very aware that he's gonna invest on you, he's gonna dine you and wine you, and then eventually you will return the favor. He knows that. He is someone that will favor you, but never totally and absolutely unbiased, you know. He invests on you because he's investing on you, right? He's looking for a reward sometimes. And I think that when we are on the favor of the King of Pentacles, all we have to do is say thank you, receive what is given to us, receive what is given to us, and say thank you. So, you know, thank you to the King of Pentacles for reminding us that abundance and prosperity are around the corner, that we can embody that abundance and prosperity, and that our job is to say thank you. Don't shy away from, you know, when people give you a gift and when you receive an little extra cash or something like that, which I happen to have this morning. So thank you so much to the person who gave me the extra cash. Thank you. And yeah, so that's that. And I also like that the King of Pentacles is talking about good health. So we might not have peace in the world, but we have good health. So you take what you can, my darlings. To say that times are trying at this time is the understatement of the century. Let's not get into that. Shadowland Tarot with the beautiful, beautiful illustrations of the one and only Monica Bodersky. Let's see what the card say. Is the Knight of Cups. You know, these are creepy, whimsical images that Monica Bodersky painted. They're so beautiful. So the Knight of Pentacles is telling us to look into the beauty and to move with beauty in the world. This is the knight that is, you know, moving through the world in his horse, mounted on his horse with a cup on his hand, and is taking his time and is admiring everything that is beautiful and romantic and, you know, of consequence of our well-being and spiritual food. You know, I always think of art as food for our spirit, and the Knight of Cups is kind of an expert on that, you know, seeing the beauty of art and um, creativity and appreciating everything that is beautiful. And the knight itself, you know, they are a beautiful man or woman or person. And so if this is a person that is coming into your life, it might be somebody that you enjoy, you know, going to a museum with, or going to a painting class, or maybe sit by the beach and hear the ocean waves or the lake waves. Here in Chicago, we have an ocean, a lake that looks like an ocean. Um, but they're also bringing beauty to your life. And I think they are reflecting the beauty that we have. So, you know, my dear friends, as with COVID and 2020, in which we saw clearly how art and nature and the beauty of it kept us sane and about our wits, in these times that are not new, this new looming disaster is new, but the times have been trying for some of us for a few months, for some of us for a year, for some of us for a whole decade, for some of us it's been since colonization, right? So trying times are always there, but beauty and art and nature is also always been there. Let's turn to nature, let's turn to beauty, let's turn to art. And that's what the Knight of Pentacles is reminding us. Also, he's a knight, so he's going to fight for it. You better believe he's going to fight, he or she or they are going to fight for the beauty in the world. So how are you, a Knight of Cups? How are you fighting to keep beauty in this planet? I do it by being here with you, by painting, by drawing, by observing the beauty on all of you, right? Hello, Vial5788. Welcome to the coffee break. And if I had turned the calendar to March, I could tell you what are the events for March, but I haven't. So let me go remember. March 8th. Oh, by the way, don't forget this message right here. This message right here. This message right here. Um, March 8th, we have a class, part of the Teteoh series, and it's a class on Xipe Totec. And Xipe Totec is the flayed one, right? Xipe Totec is the lord of shedding skin. Oh, Laura, but we shed the skin in August and September and fall. What you do, the earth sheds now. It's now. Aren't we tilling soil and getting ready to plant our seeds? Turning it around, right? We stick the soil with a tool. I can't remember what it's called. A trow. What is it called? What is used to till the soil? Um, that's what we're doing. We cut it into the skin of the earth. So Xipe Totec is our Teteoh for our Teot for March, and we're going to talk about the incredible philosophy and teachings of Xipe Totec and scraping off that old skin to be renewed. Spring cleaning. Come and join us if you can live on March 8th. And if you cannot join us live, the recording is always available for you to watch later. You can go to bluewitch.org and look at the calendar, and there you can find the Xipe Totec. You can find our podcast for March, which is going to be the Feral Church with Byron Ballard. And you can find also how to sign up for the Embodying the Teteoh at the end of March, where we're going to be talking about Xipe Totec and Xilonen. It's a beautiful pairing for a reflection on embodying the Teteoh at the end of the month. So I hope you join us. And if you cannot come live to any of the two, you know, there are the class is recorded, the whole class, and the embodying the Teteoh, the teaching part and the meditation is recorded. The discussion is always private because we want to keep confidentiality. But the first half is recorded and you can access that video anytime. Let's see what the Darkwood Tarot has for us today. I must have slept the wrong way because my shoulder is hurting. We have the Nine of Swords. When it comes to the Darkwood Tarot, is the Nine of Swords. And this is a card that is talking about harsh realities and us getting cut on the urgency and seriousness of certain things. Is not just on our thoughts, but we have had probably some kind of rude awakening, the whole planet, I guess. Um, and this is one of those like, son of a gun, everything's real. You know, it's not in my head only, it's happening. It is happening. So it is a rude awakening. It's like being forced to face the reality. And for some people, this might come up as a message that is a little violent or intrusive or, um, you know, the urgency of the matter of like, now you have to look into it. It could be traumatic. I'm not going to lie. It's traumatic for all of us to see everything that's happening in the world and also to see with some clarity what is happening in our personal lives, right? But I tell you what, would you rather know or you do not want to know? Because I would like to be informed. Thank you very much. I would like to know exactly what's going on. So I'm the kind of person that even if the reality is not to my liking, I have to know where I'm standing. And this is what's happening here, you know. She's kind of like, whoa, it's real. And I think a lot of us are on that train at this moment. It's kind of hard, but, you know, we got each other. We got each other. Don't forget that we have each other. There are some summits and classes and projects that are coming for, I think April is my next summit. But guess what, guys? I think you can still go to the Wealth and Witchery Summit. I think you can still sign up because I got a notification that somebody signed up. And hi, Sandia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So go ahead and try, see if you can still watch that class. You can find it on my calendar. You go to bluewitch.org, you go on the calendar and go to February, see if you can still sign up. If not, fear not. More of those summits are coming for the month of April, I think is the next one. Uh, should I tell you with whom? I think I can tell you. The Witch of Lupine Hollow. Lupine Hollow? I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyway, last card for today, my dear friends. Let's see what the Unbridled Spirit Tarot has for us today. Y'all been so quiet today. You all have been so quiet today. So yeah, when we do corn readings, when they open for the public, they're only going to be in person. We need to do those in person. They cannot be done online. We have the Ace of Wands, and it is reversed. So let's see what that means. Cups, Swords, Wands? Yeah, Wands. 7 of Wands, 3 of Wands, Ace of Wands. So is this lady on the Ace of Wands, but she came out reverse for us? Let me go like Sandia's comment. So Ace of Wands reversed. There, everybody can see it there? Yeah. When you experience the spirit of the Ace of Wands reversed, you are being held back from your approach. Take a moment and think about why that could be. This could be a good thing, as you could be distracted or interrupted, which would prevent you from giving it your all. Or is it you who is causing the delay? Do you feel unmotivated, hesitant, uninspired to move, or unsure of what direction to take? These are all signs the reversed Ace of Wands gives in your life. So I'll read again. When you experience the spirit of the Ace of Wands reversed, you are being held back from your approach. Take a moment and think about why that could be. This could be a good thing, as you could be distracted or interrupted, which would prevent you from giving it your all. Or is it you who is causing the delay? Do you feel unmotivated, hesitant, uninspired to move, or unsure of what direction to take? These are all signs the reverse Ace of Wands gives in your life. I like that it's telling us you can do it, but if you are the one that is causing the delay, it's inviting you to reassess the situation. You know, that's interesting. That's really interesting. Why is everybody so quiet? Y'all freak me out when you don't comment. Say something. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all for being here. I didn't have my red tablecloth today, so I had to read on a towel, and it was perfect. Al Encuentro says, this sounds accurate. I was shocked. See, your feedback is gold. Your feedback is gold. I really appreciate when I hear you talking and sharing back with me. Jessica McGinn, welcome, welcome, welcome. Jessica, I'm going to write your name because I need to ask you a question. And I couldn't find you on Instagram. I'm like, is Jess? Is Jessica? How is it spelled? And now that I have you here on the screen in front of me, I have written your name so I can go and ask you the question I want to ask you. Anyway, Jessica Oliver also says, LOL, taking it in. I know you all taking it in, but sometimes I'm like, are they not hearing me? Are they connected? Am I breaking up? It's Monday night here, and it's been a weird day. If it's Monday night, are you the person who is like in Australia or something like that? Remind us where you're connecting from. I'm thinking Europe, somewhere in Europe. Oh, Jessica says, my connection is wonking. What about me? I need to ask you a question. I'm going to text you right now because I have a question for you. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for chatting now. It's nothing bad, Jessica. It's just a question about something that you post. And I'm in Germany, says Jessica. I figure because the time is 7 hours. So it has to be what, like 7:30 over there? 7:30? Yeah. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Hi, Never Cookies. Never Cookies, Venezuela? Venezuela, remind me, my love. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for you who send tips. People sometimes send tips. They send Venmo at bluewitch or Zelle at my phone number or Zelle at bluewitch@bluewitch.org or Venmo or my other Venmo, the Lauserati. Um, Either way, thank you to everyone that has sent tips before. They help a lot. And Never Cookies is watching us from Venezuela. Oh my goodness! Germany, Venezuela, Chicago. The Blue Witch community is truly an international community, and I'm very proud of our community. Thank you all so much for watching, and until we meet again, never forget that you are loved. Bye bye.